Let us have a watch. Drama Andy time. I did not want to do drama today, but we are entering Drama Andy. I have not spoken to Lexify for about 8 years, I think. Jesus. Like I said already, like, I edited a video for this guy, like, before I was even doing YouTube, I think. And he paid me, like, a lot. I think it was, like, 450 quid or something for a single edit. He was, like, really, really nice about that. I mean, that's pretty much my only interaction with the guy. And then we kind of just drifted apart. Didn't really interact since. He's linked the suicide hotline, stuff like that. I just can't. Just, you know, you link all the suicide hotline, you try to make it serious, and then it's just that face, just pain. Anyway, all right, let's lock in. There's a Nintendo Switch there. Don't like that. All right.
My name is Lex, and this video will be my final response in regards to the allegations I'm being accused of by my ex-girlfriend, Reagan McNulty, or Pure Softy. The accusations against me are entirely false, and I have screenshot evidence that directly refutes the claims by my abuser and harasser. I apologize if my response seems late. It has taken me a few times to create this video.
He looks exactly the same as when I met him, not met him in person, but when I saw him 8 years ago. He just hasn't aged at all, Jesus.
Because of the advice of my lawyers, as there is a legal investigation in place, despite my harasser, Reagan McNulty, stating otherwise. I've also been in and out of the hospital, dealing with stress of thousands of people telling me to kill myself. To not seem disingenuous, I would like to state that I am presenting this information from my notes to ensure that all points are addressed.
This is why, like, so many YouTubers, when they have allegations against them, they just go underground. They just stay away from... Like, when I had my accusations back in 2020, I just stayed off of Twitter and stuff because I'm like, is this going to help me do a response? No, it's just going to make my brain fall out my ears.
Accurately and appropriately. Please be advised that this discussion will touch on sensitive topics, including pedophilia, grooming, sexual abuse, harassment, extortion, slurs, and suicide.
It's like every single trigger except racism.
On the screen and in the comments, I will have a suicide hotline prevention number and a domestic abuse number for anyone who is currently struggling or who has had past
I like how he's talking about very serious allegations and someone in chat just said Breaking Bad filter.
Experiences with abusive trauma. Everything started in July 2024, where people on Twitter began harassing myself about messaging someone named Alex. I have reason to believe that these were Reagan's minions she sent to do her bidding as she was under cease and desist.
The only thing I know about all this is the messages he had with his ex that are like really, really bad. Like, just it makes him look very like weak. And I think he'll touch on that at some point. But I just remember like all the gimmick accounts quote tweeting it'd be like, bruh, if this were me, I'd kill myself.
Alex was a fan of my channel who had messaged me first because I momentarily opened my Twitter DMs to the public. Alex was the one who initiated the conversation with me. Our communication included a short Skype call during which I discussed the abuse I was currently experiencing with my ex-girlfriend Reagan. The conversation was strictly non-sexual and was never taken anywhere inappropriate. Alex was simply a kind fan that I confided in after a heated argument with my ex-girlfriend Reagan. Alex has also come out to admit that she has never accused me of doing anything wrong. Reagan accused me of messaging minors, which is once again a completely false accusation. When we were not in a relationship together, I was using dating apps like Tinder, Hinge, and Bumble, where the minimum age to join is 18. The age of consent globally...
What is Hinge again? Isn't that just like... It's just Tinder, but like they try to hide that it isn't a meet and fuck? Because Tinder is basically just like... Tinder has a terrible reputation now.
On these apps is 18, ensuring that everyone that I communicated with was of legal age. I want to emphasize that I do not specifically target dating 18-year-olds and minors as my ex-girlfriend claims. My current partner, who I've been with for almost a year now, is my age. Reagan even...
Hinge is better. I don't know what that one is. I don't use dating apps. I really don't. You can tell I'm someone that does not use dating apps. Thank you, JP, for the 20. Hey, Pyro, I was on the pulse of the situation since the very beginning. I have screenshots of every single tweet that are mostly deleted now. If you want the entire story from the beginning,
25 years is a lot,
I
but
can
the last
send you
19
everything.
have been pretty bad, and the American medical system has me fucked. A transplant would be not only too expensive, but I probably wouldn't be able to get one in time. They'd put me on a waiting list and I'd just sit and die.
I mean, you could also just get... You could go private as well. If the money was raised for a private... for a transplant, surely. Surely there's a private list where you can jump the queue. As fucked as that is. 100% when I die, I'm going to give all my organs away. I want them to open my body up and steal everything. Because it's just rotting in the ground otherwise. Yeah, JP, you said you can send everything. Are you with Lexify supporting him, or are you against him? I'll be honest, this is the first time me seeing this drama at all. I've heard about it. I keep being asked every stream. So I'm very uneducated on it.
States
I just saw the really embarrassing screenshots
in her own document that the women I reached out to were all 18. She has no genuine proof of backing her claims of pedophilia and no proof that I was only messaging 18-year-olds, as many of the women I tried to date were in their 20s. Regarding the video of me circulating, it was sent to verify my identity because a woman I was messaging doubted my authenticity due to me mentioning that I had a career with YouTube in my bio. The video was sent to someone from a local university after we moved the conversation off the dating app so I can confirm myself to her. The app does not allow personalized video or photo exchanges, which is why I've done this. I never strategically used my career to be with women. It is simply my job. There's no proof of these women I've messaged being underage, as Reagan
When I say woman
insinuates, as well as no woman.
I feel as well, if there's evidence against him, he needs to show it. Like, that video that he said has been circulating around, he probably should have played that video. Because I've never seen that video.
Ever messaged on any date.
Both sides are terrible. Okay. That's interesting you've said that. I'm kind of happy you've said that, I'll be honest, because when you came into the chat saying you got loads of stuff, I assumed you were just like a Lexify hater. Like, again, I've had only good experiences with the guy, but I haven't interacted with him in 8 years. Like, well before all of this even happened. It just sucks that someone you like gets involved in drama. But also at the same time, like, especially with what I went through and my accusations, I'm very, very hesitant to cast judgment until, like, everything is out on the table. Everything. I used to watch Lexify a lot, like, 7 years ago. Yeah, same.
Dating app having ever come forward that I ever messaged them in an inappropriate manner. I joined these apps after breaking up with Reagan, which happened
Both sides quite literally go pedo for pedo.
Multiple times. During these breaks...
Who are these people? Lexify was a very big Call of Duty YouTuber. Like Syndicate. Doing like news coverage and stuff and like high rounds and zombies.
I never received confirmation from Reagan that our relationship was over.
When I was out the relationship with Reagan in 2023, she would even contact people I would try to date, as she would monitor my Instagram following constantly. She would message these people I tried to date who were in their 20s saying I am an abuser, and would try to make sure nobody could ever date me in order for her to continue blackmailing me for money.
Instead, Reagan would often ghost me for months at a time and then suddenly return by love bombing me and saying how much she missed me, as she was a covert narcissist.
You might think I'm a fearful avoidant, but I'm a covert narcissist. Let me tell you how this is gonna go. First, I am gonna come across like a very humble person. I may even relish the victim status. I have been hurt in the past. I've had toxic relationships, and I am on a healing journey. I have walls up, and I have a guard up because I've been hurt.
Okay, he's doing a character assassination bit here. I'm not sure if using a TikToker is a good way to do this, though. I understand the narrative he's going for, but yeah, I don't know.
But
this is what I mean, though. This is what really annoys me about drama, like on YouTube. It's all a stage performance. Lexify is obviously trying to prove his innocence, but at the same time, he's trying to basically slate the person against him as much as possible. Pretty much all YouTube drama, like a lot of YouTube drama, not all of it, ends up becoming like it's like a stage performance. It's like a stage play. That there's something so like fucked about that.
you are different.
It's like it doesn't become trying to prove your innocence. It almost like becomes like entertainment.
You are wonderful. I am gonna love bomb you and make you think that you are my savior. You are the person that can break through my walls. I am going to make you feel like you're on top of the world. You are going to feel seen, heard, and validated.
I feel both of these people are going to use a lot of damning DMs against each other.
Like you never have before, and there's going to be a connection and a chemistry that is off the charts. See, what I've done...
Wait, what was that one?
There's going to be a connection and a chemistry that is off...
Why are our eyes edited so small?
the charts. See, what I've done is I've put you on a pedestal because deep down,
His friend Smith Plays came forward against
I've
him.
convinced myself that I am perfect and therefore I deserve a perfect partner. But then, as time goes by, I'm going to notice your imperfections. I can't have that. I deserve a perfect person because
There's so many
I'm
messages.
pretty awesome after all. So I am going to start
There's so many messages.
devaluing you. Also, your supply is starting to get boring to me. Your
He's actually clapping back a bit here, though. It's like, can I sleep, please? These aren't the messages that I saw on Twitter where he was basically just groveling.
supply is the attention.
Like, I saw in the DMs that I saw, he was being told to kill himself. And, like, he was just, like, apologizing over and over. Like, the DMs were that bad with him begging. I almost kind of read it as, like, he was trying to make himself look meek to use that against her. If that makes sense. You know how, like, you know if you're talking to someone that you've got animosity towards and you know the conversation is probably going to be leaked by someone eventually, you try to paint a picture that you're like an innocent person or a good person because of that, like, I guess that paranoia or something like that. It's like a Johnny Depp Amber Heard thing. You know how like Amber Heard was like recording Johnny Depp to catch him and then she would act really nice and stuff. And then he noticed that she was filming him and then freaked out.
Affirmation, adoration.
I don't know. I might be having like a bit of a schizo theory there, but that's what I thought.
Power and control that I feel entitled to. And, well, you're not the shiny new toy anymore, so I'm going to continue to put you down. I'm going to find little faults in everything that you do. And I'm also going to do distancing behaviors. I'm going to stonewall you. I might even cheat on you.
Isn't this BPD? Isn't that what he's explaining? Like symptoms of BPD?
Because, well, after all, it's your fault.
I feel like the similarities with the whole, like, I feel like I love you, you're the only person, and then that kind of like, you know, hatred of like, oh, I've done something wrong,
didn't give me
and then projecting it out.
And I'm going to make sure that you think that all of
Like, I don't want to be diagnosed as Andy here.
my behavior is your fault. And I'm going to turn your world upside down. I'm going to gaslight.
Also, I do hate when people are given labels like BPD, ADHD, autism, like whatever. It's like, that means everyone that has it acts the exact same. Like, that's not how it works at all.
You so hard, you don't know what direction is up and what direction is down. But meanwhile, I'm still going to play that humble victim role. But the devaluing is going to get worse and worse and worse.
Thank you, Mystery, for the 20. Explain the context about this guy. Big Call of Duty Zombies YouTuber got accused of naughty stuff by his ex and other people, I think. And this is his video basically defending himself.
Worse. And you're going to try harder and harder and harder to please me. And no matter what you do, I can't be pleased because you are just not good enough for me. And then eventually...
Mystical, not Mystery, sorry.
I've completely exhausted your supply. I am going to unilaterally discard you. I'm going to throw you in the trash.
I want to date Lawrence. I'm going to date him. I'm sorry. He asked me. Yeah, look at this DM here. It's like, I want to date Lawrence. Jesus. Like, if you want to break up, say it, but don't be like, I'm going to date someone else. I'm going to date someone else.
And you are going
and then it's like they send the sad emoji, like they feel bad about it.
to be absolutely devastated. You're going to be searching for answers. And you're going to think...
Visual confirmation that my ex has raped a 17-year-old minor when she was 21. Oh my God. Jesus Christ. My birthday is on Sunday. Please change the mother. Please, please. This is my only birthday wish.
Then I'm
Reagan didn't tell me anything about her previous relationship until I'd searched for it in her diary. This was the only time in my life I can truly say I knew the real Reagan McNulty.
fearful avoidant. Because
Using a TikToker to defend yourself instead of using your own words is not a good look. Well, he's painting the picture that his ex is a covert narcissist.
I don't want to steal a kidney from someone who actually wants one. I'm still weighing my options. Dialysis could keep me going for an alright amount, maybe enough for Petscop 2. As of right now I'm leaning towards letting myself pass. Yippee hooray. Wahoo.
Thank you for the 10, come gangster. Well, please, if you can, at least look into getting dialysis. You know, Like, if you can do anything to extend your life, you should definitely take it. Like, please look into dialysis, because you don't even know, like, if technology gets better. Like, medicine is always improving. They might find, like, a miracle drug or something in the next couple of years or so, and if dialysis improves your life to that point, it's always worth it.
Because I didn't come across grandiose in the beginning.
There's also a video his ex posted where he's groping her, and she's 16, and drunk, he is 19.
Came across like a hurt person.
Yeah, this is such a rabbit hole, dude. I think, honestly, for this stream, I'm just going to watch Lex's response. I'm not drawing any conclusions. And I will probably look into it a little bit later. Because, yeah, this just seems to be such a deep rabbit hole. It's not clear-cut at all.
Person from the past that's going on a healing journey. So therefore, I can't be a narcissist, right?
The way he can really defend himself is by not avoiding accusations against him if he brings them up and debases them. Which is the scariest thing to do. Most people don't want to do that. They want to, like, not acknowledge the stuff that they've done. But you have to do that.
Well, now that the discard is done, I am actually going to smear you. I am going to go around and talk badly about you to anybody that'll listen. I'll get that attention from people for being the victim of you, which will make me feel good. And I'm going to escape any kind of accountability.
Jesus, it's like a 6-minute bit. Damn.
That way, I'm not held responsible for what happened, and I can just relish the victim.
None of my YouTuber friends who have publicly stated my own relationship have said anything about Reagan McNulty being a pedophile once. It's almost as if they have something to hide themselves, just like Reagan, because she's the victim.
And then, as time goes by, you know, my new supply is going to get old.
Reagan discarded Lawrence once his parents kicked her out of her house
for
lying, saying she was 17 to them.
I'm going to tell you how much I regret what I did. I'm going to tell you how much I miss you and how much of a mistake it was to leave you. And you are going to buy it hook, line, and sinker. And you're going to give me another chance. And then I'm going to love bomb the hell out of you again. And then I'm going to devalue you. And then I'm going to discard you. I am going to do the value you. And then I'm going to discard.
You have no sense of humor. You're going to make me upset. Thank you, Mom, for giving birth to me. Is that her sat on a fucking cake? Bestie feeding me ice cream.
I am going to do these things as many times as you will allow me to do. I'll give this guy my kidney
if Pyro finishes Crazy Ball Adventure.
Okay, that might be a good challenge. That might be a good challenge.
And every time I devalue you and discard you, it'll get progressively worse and worse and worse.
This ain't even BPD, she just crazy. Men are better just become gay. The TikTok bit is weird, but it's kind of a good explanation. She's saying some unforgivable stuff. He's probably said / done some insane shit too, but she is definitely crazy either way, lol.
Yeah.
Hey Pyro, long-time viewer. I've always wanted to donate to you, but you never stream for Australians. I love the videos you make and hope to keep watching you for a long time to come. Also, don't worry about the amount I won at gambling.
Holy shit, good boy Doge, $500. God damn, thank you, man. Jesus. That's insane, man. Thank you so much. $500. Jesus. Dude, I'm gonna buy exactly 500 cigarettes with those $500. That's sick, man. You won that through gambling. You must have won a lot, bro. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate that. You really didn't have to. Thank you. And Nia has, thank you for the 10. She's saying some unforgivable stuff. He's probably said and done some stuff,
hey, Pyro,
but definitely not.
If you're ever in the mood to fulfill that Hotline Miami itch, perhaps the game Oxo would be something you'd be interested. From what I've heard, it's pronounced like Ocho.
Thank you, Army, for the 10. Yeah, I'll check it out.
And I will
500 cigarettes.
Beyond this,
I will be buying 500 cigarettes after this stream.
Everlasting healing journey, working on myself, because I'm the victim after all, and I love to get attention for how victimized I've been, especially by you.
I never went on a date with another woman. One of the clear breaks in our relationship was in September 2021 when she told me she wanted to pursue someone named Lawrence.
What did you say, JP? Should I DM you the details? Yeah, my DMs are open. You can just send it. You can just send it, sure. You don't need to at me or anything. You just DM me. My DMs are open. Thank you, Adeline, for the 2. I can't give you $500, so here's $2. Hey, man, every little bit helps.
She was already cheating on me with him months prior as evidence of this Instagram photo. I first learned about Lawrence's true age of 7.
Reagan wanted to come date me. Now they had a nice place in LA and would refuse to tell me what happened with Lawrence. This is why I found a diary in LA and figured out the truth.
When I found her diary that detailed her cheating on me as an adult when we were...
Reagan in these documents confirms she's targeting a minor that was 17 with confirmation of them having sexual intercourse. She also confirms she's using me for my money and still loves a minor over an adult.
In a relationship earlier that year. Reagan did this simply because I had tried messaging other women that her diary pursue someone named Lawrence. She was already cheating on me with him months prior as evidence of this Instagram photo. I first learned about Lawrence's true age of 17 when I found her...
Please tell me you didn't put Lawrence in my life just for us to end. I miss him so much. It's been a year since we met, and now my Snapchat is showing me videos of us. I want him back. I want closure. I want to get over it and talk to his family. I really want to spend Christmas with him again. Please bring us back together. I would do anything. I'd give my soul. Give me a sign. I'll give it. How me in a dream... How me in a dream? This handwriting is so hard to read. We look so good together. I think most of him every day, and I know he misses me too. He recently unblocked me on Instagram. I hope he calls me or texts me on there. I hope he stalks me. I miss Lawrence so badly. I truly think he was my soulmate. He's 18 now. Sad face. Ooh.
As someone who has played OXO, that scratches the hotline Miami itch and then some. The whole soundtrack is original too. I will gladly donate the amount the game costs.
Thank you, ACOG, for the 10. Nah, you don't have to do that, man. No worries. I can buy it myself. Thank you, though. Thank you for the 10. Thank you, Mystical, for the 30. I wanted to donate for a long time, but here's my money that was left after I lost everything gambling and my wife left me. You know what? That's fine, man. I appreciate it. Why does it say at the end, he is 18 now with a sad face? Please bring us back. We are meant to be. Okay. Dear Diary, guess what? February fucking sucked. I hate reading my old entries. Lawrence broke up with me, and I can't believe he did. A lot of stuff happened. Hospital. This is so hard to read because of the reflection. No school, and he blocked me on everything. I can't read that. Him, one day, he broke my heart. I hope he gets karma. He left me and told me he lied to me a lot. I loved him like no other. May he regret his decisions. I know he misses me. He will think of me for a long time. I'm one of a kind and his first everything. None of his nexts can compare to me.
Finish Crazy Ball and make a main channel video on it and I'll go into dialysis. Horny emoji, horny emoji. Alcohol will fuck you up and mixing anything with it will fuck you up. I was dehydrated for a while because of vomiting and that also didn't help. R.I.P.
Thank you, Come, for the 10. Do a video on Crazy Ball and you get dialysis. So save a man's life by doing a main channel video on Crazy Ball. Thank you, Junk Food, for the 50. Damn, $50, man. Thank you. Hi, Pyro. My wife's boyfriend gave me an allowance today, and I wanted to support my least favorite streamer. Here you go. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. He will think of me for a long time. None of his next can compare. I really owed him good. Owned him? I can't read that. I can't read that bit there. I'm irreplaceable. Good luck trying to find what me in someone else. Good luck trying to find what we had in someone else. He's just a boy who will come crawling back to
diary
me.
That
Jesus Christ, there's so many. How many more? Okay, there's not too many more. What is wrong with me? Will a man ever make me happy? Today, Lawrence and I hung out from midnight till 5 a.m. We talked, drove, and we even saw a shooting star at the end of the pier. We had a great time. We went all the way to Point Lona. I just can't help but feel stupid when we have shitty combos about what's appropriate and what's not appropriate to do and see in a relationship. It just reiterates to me how Lex is now perfect despite what he's done. Like, and the same thing is happening with Lawrence. And on top of that, every time he posts on Instagram, it's only bitches who comment on his shit. And the bitch who likes his comments, we miss you, they obviously talk. This is why I don't feel bad for talking to Lex still. Lex is more there for me than Lawrence. Lex does more. Lex is more. Maybe Lawrence is just for the... Lex does more. Lex is more. Maybe Lawrence is just for the meantime. Sad face. No matter how much I'd like him, I'm not sure if he'll listen to me and respect me how Lex does now. I love Lawrence a lot. He's just not obsessed with me. When we hang out in person, it feels like he's about me. But when he's gone, I don't know who he is. Oh well. Making a man my life is the worst mistake I could ever make. Tomorrow, I'm going blonde. Full blonde. Starting my bimbo era. My selfish era. All about me. I don't care so much about Lawrence, only about me, myself, and I.
I love you, Pyro. Keep up the good shit. Can't wait for Darkwood. P.S. I can fix this girl.
I would not be saying that, Trap, but thank you for the 10. I'll see the one. Dear Diary, guess what? February Oh, wait, no, I already read that one.
Detailed her cheating on me.
I hate thinking about him. I hate remembering the fun times and the stuff like now. He had COVID and was staying in an Airbnb and snuck me through the window. Bruh, we fucked. With masks on. Zach heard us, LMFAO. That's so crazy. He probably thinks his life was so crazy. I want him, I can't lie. It hurts so bad. I hope he comes back to me before our 7-year anniversary. I hope he contacts me soon, sad face. It's weird. I've never loved somebody like this. I've never longed for somebody the way I do with him. It eats me up. I never got closure. I want to reach out so badly. I need 3 signs that it's a good idea for me to contact him. It'd be much better and I'd be much less attached, sad face. I truly believe Lawrence is my soulmate. Reagan Noel McNulty is his soulmate. We are destined. He was in my life for some reason. No. Why was he so mean to me towards the end? Why he's so stupid? He needs to contact me first. Send him 3 signs to contact me. Reap what he's sown. I love him, but I hate him for what he's done. He will live with the guilt until he apologizes. I will haunt Lawrence Isaiah Jose in his dreams forever.
Whew. As an adult, when we were in a relationship earlier that year, Ray tailed her
I don't know if I can read all this, bro. This is
on me as an adult.
Very cool. Have money.
Holy! Good boy Doge, another $500. Another $500, bro. Thank you so much. God damn! Can we get W's in the chat for good boy Doge? Good boy Doge. W's in the chat for him right now, please. Holy W. That's $1,000. Thank you so much, man. Congrats on the winnings. Please, like, don't send me any more, though. Like, hold on to that money. I really appreciate it, but, like, you've won a lot tonight. You've won a lot tonight. I hope you've won, like, more than what you've given me, but I really appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. That is sick. Based. Right. All right, fine. I got another 500. It'll motivate me. Hello, universe. Hello, happy new year. I had a great end of 2021. Christmas was the best. Lawrence's B-Day was so good. 2022 has started off depressing. Lawrence's mom made a new rule where we don't see each other on weekdays. I'm really praying she backtracks her new rule. Last night, this morning, I was with Lawrence. I snuck through a window into his room. He raped me. But then we made love for 2 hours. Jesus Christ. I had such a fun night with him. Did I read that right? Did I read that right? Did I read that right? This bit? I'm reading that right. There's like no other word that it could be. I really hope Zach didn't hear us. I love Lawrence so much. He's so good to me. He covered my eyes during a bad scene and I got jealous. I want to be less jealous and I want him to be all about me. I'm his first love. I want to last a lifetime with Lawrence. I adore him. I also need more girlfriends. one day at a time. Lawrence is staying in an Airbnb in Imperial Beach. Fingers crossed, I can see him
My
today.
mega wish is for you to play Crazy Ball or make Betskip 2, or do a YouTube boxing match with Turkey Tom. On a serious note, it would be cool if you did a charity stream to raise money for people who actually want kidney transplants. That would be epic.
Oh, that's a good idea, actually.
Having a dick is gay. If you think
it's
about
pretty gay.
it, you are literally with a dick, you are touching it, you are making it feel pleased, sleeping all day with it. Isn't this fucking gay? Touching and sleeping with dick is definitely gay as far as I know.
That's not gay. Having a penis isn't gay. Okay, it's a bit gay. It's not too gay. Thank you, Stomach Tape Worm, for the 10. Thank you, Cum, for the 10. I like that idea, though, Cum. I really like that idea. I want him. I adore him. I need more girlfriends. Lawrence is staying at Airbnb Imperial Beach. Spend some time with him. I wish I snuck over bath nights. Both nights. Pretty pussy power. My skin needs some healing right now. Dear Universe, hi, I'm here to manifest. I'm not here to manifest, just to say thank you for the amazing person you put in my life. I love Lawrence. We had the most amazing time today. I'll start from the beginning. I wore a cute Misa-esque outfit. His brother from school, I walked on campus and greeted some people, pretty much. This one's really hard to read because all the reflection pretty much showed me off. We got home and Ren, I just can't even read that. And then we took a shower together. We ended up, and then we took a shower together. The shower was so sweet. We listened to music, got on the floor, and played an honesty game. It was really romantic. We changed into PJs, took pics. He wore my Melody shop top, my crop top, one of my shirts. We hung out with his baby sister and played a monster game. Then we watched Totoro together. His family asked me what siblings I have, and I said no. His mom told me that they're my family now. Today's so much happier. I vowed to never call Lawrence a bad name ever again. I called him stupid today. I feel bad. I told him I love you. Thanks for all these happy and blessed days today. Lately, I feel my life is going back on track. P.S. I talked to Renku's ex in the bathroom. She's pretty. I don't want that. I want to befriend her, but I want her away. This is so hard to read. Like, I don't want to read any of this wrong as well.
When we were in a relationship earlier that year, Reagan did this simply because I had tried messaging that year.
You're mine. Lawrence is mine. Lawrence loves me. Lawrence needs me. Lawrence is thinking of me right now. Lawrence needs me at night and day.
Reagan.
I spent every single night the past day. The 8th, 10th, 11th, 13th, 14th, 15th, and today.
Did this
Stop spending money. Ask yourself, do I need it? I should only be spending money on gas. I have food at home. I have things to work on. I want to stop smoking. I spent $200 in 4 days. Yes, 60 was on a cart, but that's awful. Where did the $140 go? Now it's time to keep track of money.
Hey Byro, wanted to say thanks for being a fat smelly shining star in the shithole we call Britain. I'm poor as shit, but I had my birthday yesterday, so here's a 10 of thanks for the videos, mate. Thumbs up.
Thank you, Zach, for the 10. Appreciate it, bro. Thank you.
simply.
Hello, universe. Mental retraction, so good. Yeah, it's just going on about Lawrence
Because
over and over. 12th of the 3rd, met Lawrence's family, slept at Lawrence's house, got my hair done.
Tried messaging
Yeah, it's just all about Lawrence.
other women to escape this relationship. Reagan later stated that Lawrence's parents had kicked her out of his house and called the police on her when they discovered Reagan was lying about her age. Reagan targeted Lawrence, who was a minor. I was disgusted by her actions and tried to contact Lawrence's parents, but I was unsuccessful. She had a history of cheating on me, and I was only ever made aware that she cheated on me with 2 people, 1 Lawrence and 2 Marlo. All this cheating started because she found a photo in summer 2018.
Is he responding to accusations with accusations and overwhelming everyone with 1,000 pages of questionably related wall of text? I'm honestly only just getting caught up with the story right now, but obviously there are so many texts to go through. There is like an insane amount. It's just a lot, and I'm not sure how you could turn it into a video. Obviously, we had this compilation here, which takes up a pretty sizable chunk of the video, I'd say.
18 of me.
She thought I cheated on her in this image because we had a tour guide help us navigate Thailand, as none of us knew their language. This was at the Labua State Tower in Thailand. Shit you've done in Thailand.
Controversial opinion, but shower sex sucks.
Damn.
Unless you're in one of those mega huge showers, it's just too cramped. And that's coming from a 5 feet 3 inches short guy who has a hard enough time getting the right angle without having to also worry about staying warm.
You short King Joe for the 10. I disagree with that. I think shower sex is a magnum opus.
Next to a female tour guide in Thailand. She was furious about this image as she thought that I had cheated on her, so Reagan then cheated on me with Marlo in November 2018.
So what Lexify is saying is she believed that Lex was cheating on her with a tour guide and then basically cheated on him with someone. I'm not saying this like it happened. This is what Lex is basically accusing. Yeah, it's like you can see here. It's like, I've never fucked anyone but you. Oh my God. On my mom. Does it look like I care? On anything and everything? That doesn't mean you weren't lusting for them, you fuck. You think I've done more than most? You think I've done more? The most I did was shoot a text, get rejected. I never went on a date. Wait, what? Shit you've done in Thailand? I didn't know about the shit you've done with our guy friends. That is enough of a reason to destroy you. This is so messy, dude. You think I've done more? The most I did was shoot a text. What does that mean? This bit here, my camera's blocking it. Just this text here. It's like, I don't understand. It's like you're saying that your girlfriend's a psycho because she thought you were rizzing a tour guide, but you've said here, I've done... The most I did was shoot a text, so... I don't understand. I'm so confused.
Thought that I had cheated on her, so Reagan then cheated on me with Marlo in November 2018. Just this last month, I was told anonymously that she had
Why was the Dragon Ball Z just naked?
been cheating on me with 5 underage boys from her high school throughout our relationship. She lured
Is that an Xbox 360 profile picture? I like how my brain just gravitated to that.
them into my place in Los Angeles to take promiscuous photos of her in exchange for sex. This happened after I'd gone home to Canada in August 2022 to tend to my dog passing away. Reagan is also responsible for my social media accounts getting hacked, as she has tried downloading free software on my laptop just before I'd left LA, which caused a Redline malware to steal all my information. Reagan would also try to justify her cheating, but when we were separated in
So he's saying that she put malware on his computer? Or put free software? That's a weird one. Like, he's not accusing her of putting malware?
responsible for my social media accounts getting hacked, as she has tried downloading free software on my laptop just before I'd left LA, which caused a Redline malware to steal all my information.
Okay, so he's not accusing her of botching it on purpose. But the threads are... Yeah, that's a weird one.
Reagan would also try to justify her cheating, but when we were separated in 2019 and I tried messaging other girls, she would go berserk and would threaten me
She tried to download free Wi-Fi onto his laptop.
that I would never be able to leave the relationship, and if I did, she would expose me on Drama Alert or end my career. During this time, Reagan started extorting me for my money, as evidence from PayPal statements from 2019 to 2023, until I filed a cease and desist against her. The extortion became severe, as I had gone broke multiple times for her rent, lifestyle, and cheating on me with other men.
Jesus. Is this why you cheated on me with a minor? This doesn't make sense. I was separated from Lex the first time when I was 15. I was separated from Lex. This was the man who was conditioned into thinking I was going to marry. Lex put me in his will when I was 19 years old and told me that nothing of this would go to his family. Now, in the next segment of the document, I'd like to address some of the claims that Lex is making towards me. Lex is trying to say that I extorted him, but between him and I, he will say it fueled his sexual fantasies. Lex even admitted on his own evidence that he was my pay pig, apart from the pay pig kink.
Pyro versus Turkey
Oh,
YouTube
I
boxing
see.
match to raise money for organ transplants. Undercard of 2 random homeless men, losers' organs are harvested. Anyways, again, thank you for the content. You've made my short life slightly funnier. Hashtag free the kidney.
Yeah, thanks again, Cum, for the 10. I appreciate it, man. I hope you have a good night, man. I would definitely save your money now. You've given a lot of donos, and I appreciate it. I think you've given like $100, I think, through donations. But yeah, I hope you have a good night, man. I don't understand this. After a few months bickering back and forth, Lex stopped paying my rent. Oh, I see. This is her statement. Yeah, the thing is about the pay pig thing. That's what I thought. Because when I saw the texts between... when I saw the texts that were leaked on Twitter between the two of them, he is like groveling to her. And I looked at that, and like, obviously I'm like a kink lawmaster, right? I looked at that and I immediately thought, he's definitely getting off on this. Like, this is like a groveling pay pig thing. Because there are these videos of like pay pigs on TikTok, and it's like, they will take a woman to a cash point, withdraw £1,000, get on their knees, give it to them. The woman is like, you little bitch, you've only gave me 1,000, you should end your life. And they get like rock hard from that. They love like being undermined and stuff, and like giving away money. Jesus, like being a woman and your clientele is like pay pigs is like the easiest way to make money, by the way. Like, you are literally just actual money printer because people get off to it.
Which proves her claim of me simply being a pay pig false. Reagan had shared her made-up side, which proves her claim of me simply being a pay pig.
Evidence of Reagan teaching her friends to manipulate men into being their pay pigs. Now, in the next segment of the document, I'd like to address some of the claims that Lex is making towards me. Lex is trying to say that I extorted him, but between him and I, he will say, fueled his sexual fantasies. Well, you know, I introduced Halle to the pay pig stuff.
False. Reagan had
That didn't really debase it, though. I'm so confused.
shared her made
That was just like a Twitter screenshot of like one thing.
up side of the choking incident in her part 2 Google.
I feel like, did I miss something here? I feel like the pay pig stuff wasn't put to bed.
Rent life against her. The extortion became severe as I had gone broke multiple times for her rent, lifestyle, and cheating on me with other men, which proves her claim of me simply being a pay pig false. Reagan had shared her made-up side of the choking incident in her part 2 Google document. In reality, the situation happened much differently. While we were at the Airbnb in Coronado, California, Reagan saw that I had texted other women on my phone, as she would not allow me to leave the relationship since she threatened my career. I could not leave this situation, as I was broke and away from my home country of Canada, and I'd spent $12,000 on an Airbnb that I could not refund.
Why the fuck did you spend 12k on an Airbnb? 12k Canadian? That's like 7,000 pounds, I think, right? No, it's probably a bit more than that. It's probably like 8,000 pounds.
Reagan went into a manic episode and broke a wooden board.
Why would you also, if you felt trapped in a relationship, why would you not contact your parents? That's the first thing I'd do. If I felt like I was trapped in a relationship, the first thing I would do is get my family involved. Like, straight away. I mean, obviously, it's easy for me to say that because I'm very close to my family. I employ them. Like, they work with me. But
on my back and then started destroying the Airbnb. Reagan says she was using marijuana, which is not at all possible, as
Lex hates his parents. Are you saying that for a bit, or is that true?
Airbnb hosts do not allow drug use on their property. The Airbnb host, Victor, even questioned why it looked like someone had repeatedly stabbed the walls, which were damaged.
The upgraded internet, which now came out at $20, let me know if you don't receive it. I'm still working to get a quote for the wall repair. It's difficult to schedule because I continue to have guests, so it may not be soon. I'll let you know when I find out. Do you know how that happened? It looks like someone was stabbing the wall repeatedly.
Images from Reagan that I had to pay for. Victor never mentioned anything about marijuana.
Also, why would Reagan never take photos of her bruised neck? Probably because there were never any bruises to take photos of.
When she started destroying the Airbnb, she first broke the wooden board over my back, took the broken pieces of board and deteriorated the walls, and then started threatening my life. In an act of self-defense,
Reagan has no bruise injury around her neck only days after the choking event. Reagan is over-exaggerating the incident, as I only ever protected myself from her psychotic, violent behavior. This is the same Airbnb where this incident occurred.
had to restrain her to prevent further property damage and physical harm to myself as my life was on.
I feel this is like, it's kind of like character assassination on both sides, I think, because I can tell, like, when Lex is using language to describe what his ex has done, he purposely uses, like, the most brutal words possible. And I think that's a way to definitely try to, like, debase your opposition, if that makes sense. Like, he's not just saying, you know, it's like it didn't happen. It's like, you know, he didn't just say he protected himself. He said he protected himself from her psychotic, violent behavior. You know, just like bad word, bad word, bad word.
Under threat. This was not the only incident of physical abuse from Reagan. As a month prior, she decided to bite my face for once again looking through my phone and thinking I was cheating. Reagan's claim of her biting me after us play fighting is completely false and makes no sense. I took this photo and applied a bandage by myself as Reagan was not even in the room and was still furious at me for assuming that I had been with another girl, which was false. She would always get physical, still furious.
Not even a week after this incident, I sent this photo to my mom to help Reagan with a cut on her finger she herself got despite her biting my face for trying to escape an abusive relationship. She did not allow me to leave. Jesus, biting someone's face.
At me for assuming that I
Thank you, Mystical, for joining.
had been with another girl, which was false. She would always get physical whenever I tried to escape the relationship. The second incident was staged, as evidenced by her Part 2 document where she admitted she would delete this choking video if I provided her with a boob and nose job.
What?
Reagan would delete this choking video if I provided her with a boob and nose job.
Maybe once you pay for my boob job and my
Reagan
nose
woke me
job,
up at 5
I will delete.
choking video if I
I
provided
never acknowledged this, but in a
her
trauma bond the moment that put your hands on me and told me you were going
with
to
a
kill
boob
me.
and nose job.
Maybe once you pay for my boob job and my nose job, I'll delete the choking video right in front of you. Jesus. Why would you ever say that, knowing that it's going to be used against you? Why would you ever say that? Men like you deserve no mercy, but you obviously inherited a lot from your dad. I'm going to haunt the fuck out of you for the rest of your life. You're not giving me everything I want. I'm missing 500. You're on dating apps again. I will use... You're on dating apps again, going after children who I will find out about, and I will use them to my advantage and then get more material to expose the truth.
Reagan woke me up at 5
Oh my God.
a.m. and physically assaulted me after looking through my phone and seeing text messages of mine with other girls. The physical abuse was so bad that I had to self-defend and restrain her to get her away from me. Once again, keep in mind, we were not dating, and I was solely there to get my belongings and help her move into a new place. This was after I figured out Reagan was cheating on me with a minor. Reagan did this to ensure that I would keep paying for her and her new apartment. I was so broke, I could not even get a hotel that night. My only option was to sleep at her place. Despite Reagan's claim that unfortunately that her phone wasn't...
That's crazy. Like, he's a YouTuber, and YouTubers are usually pretty... If they manage their money well, they're usually pretty well off.
recording.
So that is just insane.
She still threatened me that she would release this video if I did not continue to pay for her rent, lifestyle, and surgical procedures. In regards to the photo of her bruised leg, these photos are fake, as at the time we were moving from one apartment complex to another. Reagan claims this event took place on June 6, 2023, with the photo being taken on June 7, 2023. I had taken a picture of movers spending the entire day and night on June 6th, the supposed event of physical abuse, moving our stuff from her old apartment into the new one. On June 7th, we were also not in our old place where she took this photo of her bruised leg. There was no time for any of these accusations to have taken place.
Reagan has no bruises in these photos only days after the supposed choking event. Reagan is obviously lying about her injuries, and I only ever got physical to protect myself.
And if something did occur, the move...
Where was the angle again? Was it like the inside of the leg? Was it on the inside or the outside of the leg?
leg.
It's like on the inside of the leg.
Old apartment accidents to have
I mean, none of these really show the inside of the leg like they could be hidden, right?
taken place. And
This is such a messy drama, man. This is not clear cut at all. Jesus. This is why, like, when everyone's asked me to, like, cover it, it's like, I'm not touching that unless I know what I'm getting into. I swear this is the YouTube curse. It's like, talk about this. Talk about this thing. You better know your facts before you do it. Thank you, Mystical, for the 5 gifted. Appreciate it, man. Thank you so much.
And if something did occur, the movers would have noticed. Reagan was in 3 separate cars.
I mean, they wouldn't have noticed the bruise, right? Reagan had totaled her previous car and severely injured 2 people that were in the car being Lawrence and her friend Angie. This was the incident that happened in LA, and I have no imagery of her total car as I was not present at the time. Reagan called me after this accident occurred, which led Lawrence to go to the hospital from attempted suicide after also trying to escape from Reagan's psychotic antics
in Los Angeles during 2022 to 2023. These bruises were from these car accidents when we lived in our old apartment where I was not in the car at the time. Reagan had also messaged a fan of hers regarding why the bruise was there, and it
Oh, yeah. Sorry, my dad came in. I was speaking to my dad. I'm trying to... He was just saying goodnight to me before he headed off. I was like, I'm debating on getting him on stream. I really want to get my dad on stream at one point. I think that'd be really cool. He looks exactly like Keemstar, which is not the best thing to look like in the world. But, you know, like even wearing a snapback and stuff, it's like Dead Ringer. It's crazy.
a Twitter post in 2023, which she has now deleted. She also has...
Isn't he in prison? He served his sentence. He's a free man now.
Instagram evidence of her showing that bruise in a photo in 2022 before this incident could have ever occurred.
Hey,
the photo of her...
Thanks for the slop and content over the years. Been here since the 2016, lurking and loving it. Your vids kept me company while studying, and I'm starting my PhD next month. Thanks for everything.
That's really good to hear, Elio. Thank you for the 10. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, I know there's a lot of lurkers here. There's people that don't really ever comment and stuff. They just watch the stream. Because I know, guaranteed, I know for a fact, 90% of you watching are like, you've got me on your second monitor where you're gaming or something. Guaranteed. Thank you, Wendigo, for the 5. DMing everything now. I don't use Twitter that much, I'll be honest, bro. But I will check it at some point. Thank you for sending the stuff. I appreciate it. Hope you have a good night. Oh, thank you, Mystical, for the 10 as well. Damn, that's 20 gifted you've done now, I think, in total. Maybe more? Yeah, thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. You really didn't have to, but thank you.
bruise does not make
I comment because I may as well make fun of you while being forced to watch chat.
sense.
Yeah, true.
As this could not happen from her claim of me kneeling.
How can this injury be from just kneeling on her if it's in 2 different spots? It looks like a high impact hit from a car crash. Because it is.
Her. This bruise looks like a high impact car crash. She explained how she sent me the groping video in 2020, saying how she thought it was so cute and how she loved that we did that together. There's proof of her lying, saying that she wanted to turn 18, how the only way for us to work was for her to lie also about her age.
Jesus, E-dating is fucking scary, man. God damn. Thank you, Luma Bean, for the 6 months.
And also how she says she wouldn't have sex.
Reagan had thought when I messaged Alex that I was cheating on her when I was trying to get help from anybody to escape the relationship.
In 2018 because it's illegal, almost like you have proof of you saying you'd wait until December 13th until you were legal. Here's also more proof about how she would fantasize about me before we even knew each other and
never E-date. True.
And cry about me how she said she was
He also lied to his friends about her age. Do you have proof of that?
in love with me before I even knew her. How about you saying you were
Have you seen the CoffeeZilla allegations? Are you doing a bit? What the fuck is happening tonight? What's the CoffeeZilla allegations? You mean the Logan Paul lawsuit, right? Surely you mean that. There's no allegations against him now. That has to be a bit, right? Someone in chat just said, Lucius said, have you seen the CoffeeZilla allegations? That's a bit. Nah, that's a bit. I don't believe it. It's a bit.
a virgin in 2020? Or how about you saying you'd love lying to people that you were 16? What about admitting to me
He's doing a bit. He's doing a bit, or it's literally just what is it? Fucking he's talking about the Logan Paul lawsuit stuff.
you orgasm to me about my streams when you were 14, or how you'd ask me to be your boyfriend again in December 2017 after we had separated? How about you telling me you were happy you found your daddy at 15 before I even knew you, or you wanting us to live together when we didn't in 2017, or you
Someone's saying CoffeeZilla killed someone. Okay.
claiming you wanted to do cocaine at 16, or maybe even claiming that the daddy kink was yours and not mine. How about you admitting you lied about your underage age?
Reagan often lied about her age, and she would do this to gain special privileges, such as being able to come to the Z house.
And how it still
Why'd you call it the fucking Z house?
doesn't do you justice. Or how about you admitting you regret taking things slow with me in 2017 when I told you I wanted to wait and you were completely obsessed with me? Or how about you saying you knew you wanted me at 15, or even me admitting that I just wanted to be your best friend instead of in a sexual relationship multiple times, yet you were the one that wanted to be a little, which is something I did not want to partake in. Lastly, how about all this proof, even after all of this, that you still wanted me despite your claims of finding me repulsive? This woman has lied to the public so many times, I don't even
Thank you, Special Snowflake, for joining.
know how to keep track of it anymore, and how you literally admit you'd flex my gifts on your Instagram.
Is that real? Good morning, my husband. I need to go potty. All right.
Admit you'd flex my gifts on your Instagram because you love them and not because I use them to get a service.
The Z House stands for the COD Zombies House. It was a bunch of zombie YouTubers that made videos there. Ah, it was a content house, I see.
Out of you, or even how you admitted you wanted to invite your own friends who bought your drugs to my place. There is also a serious claim where I had raped my ex-girlfriend Reagan. The statement made by her is completely inappropriate and false. I can absolutely, without a doubt, confirm that everything intimate we did together was consensual and of age.
I just still find it crazy how this is a very serious video with serious allegations. And that's the thumbnail. I just still cannot get over that, like, at all.
There is absolutely no real proof showing otherwise. As well, in all the photos she took of us during this completely terrible time, it would not make sense as to why a supposed victim of rape would then take multiple photos and videos with their abuse.
Lex used to make your thumbnails. Why are you acting like you don't know him? I mentioned that I edited a video for him 8 years ago. Oh, the thumbnails. That's right. Yeah, so another interaction we had is after I edited the video for him, I saw his thumbnails when I started to do YouTube, and I was like, bro, your thumbnails are really good. Like, can I use them? And he just basically sent me a drive file of like all of his thumbnails, like a pack on how to make my own thumbnails. So my old thumbnails was basically a pack that he made. Like, this is going back like 8 years ago or something. That's right. Yeah, I actually forgot about that. I just remember editing a video for him.
User being happy and smiling. Reagan also then proceeded to post these photos and videos on social media. I had told her that I did not want photos of us on my Instagram because I had felt we were too young at
Keep in mind, I don't use the thumbnails anymore. I'm saying like the last one I used was like 8 years ago.
the time, which she got absolutely furious about. Reagan had a kink in regards to the word rape and had a tendency in throwing it around a lot, which can be seen
He raped me, but then he made love. But then we made love for 2 hours.
In her diary and multiple text messages. Reagan's accusation of grooming is once again utterly false. The only reason Reagan started calling me a groomer...
Reagan was always the one choosing what she wanted to wear, and even would make me dress up like Lawrence, as evidenced by my own Instagram in LA, looking like him with the clothes she took from his house to put on me.
Was when she started cheating on me with Lawrence. Reagan had told Lawrence that Lex was an adult and Reagan was a minor when we first met, which is also false. Lawrence used this information as an attempt to get her to expose me for financial gain. She had never once called me a groomer or a pedophile until she met Lawrence. She constantly used these fake ideas Lawrence gave her as a way to manipulate me when she did not get what she wanted. This is evident in Reagan's tweets, where she repeatedly posted how she wanted to share her story throughout the years after 2021 when Reagan and Lawrence met. While she was publicly hinting at exposing me, Reagan privately demanded money and threatened to expose me on Twitter.
I'm noticing that he's highlighting the most damning stuff. I hope you have another nightmare and cry to me about it and be lonely. You should have just stopped listening from the start, you pig. Now you have to suffer. I want you dead. I don't even want you... Yeah, these are the same DMs he's shown at the beginning.
If I did not comply. Her sole purpose was to scare me into giving.
CoffeeZilla did an NFT rug pull. Could you actually imagine, like... he is the last person. I am more likely to do an NFT rug pull than CoffeeZilla. Oh, damn. Thank you, Mystical, for the 20 gifted, bro. Much appreciated. Last one for the day, boys. Last one for the day, boys. Last one. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. W's in the chat. W's in the chat for Mystical. He is gifted, like, I'm pretty sure, like, the best part of 100 subs this stream. Yeah, W's in the chat for Mystical. Thank you, man. Much appreciated. Hope you have a good night. Dappy want mint.
Her money by using these words as a threat to destroy my career. I knew I did nothing wrong, and I always tried to show her love. I attempted multiple times to tell Reagan's mother about these scenarios and even tried to explain that our relationship could not have been statutory rape as everything was handled legally. It was not because I committed this crime that I was...
Reagan also lied to her mother, saying she sent the choking video to her when in her document she says it never existed.
Explaining this to her, it's because I was clarifying what she believed had happened, which did not occur. This fear is why I continued to give her money and why she never officially filed a police report. It was all to extort my online image. Another serious accusation against me is that I groped my ex-girlfriend at a Z House party. The video she cites as evidence is misleading, as we were already in
I'm unable to post videos to the Google Docs, so I'll be tweeting them here in this thread.
A public consensual relationship, which can be seen in numerous social media posts where she is showing me off and bragging about how much she loves being in a relationship with me. Nobody at the Z House ever witnessed any sexual abuse, as this simply did not occur.
He's reusing a lot of screenshots that were used during this bit here. The covert narcissist. So it's like, I feel this part shouldn't even be here. Because just show the screenshots in context, people can pause them and read them. But this is like the third time I'm seeing some of this stuff.
This includes the oral rape accusation that never happened. Reagan, who was coherent and filming these videos, was seen laughing and sticking her tongue out and recording these videos happily. She has provided no proof or documentation of any discomfort and then later asked when she could come and see me again. During the Z House party, when my friends first met Reagan, she had asked me to lie about her age. As seen in photos, she would constantly lie to people about her age and even admitted that when we first met, she lied and told me that she was 16.
Reagan admitting she approached me in the relationship first and then lied about her age to me and then later to Z House in order to be able to participate.
She also found it hot AF to date older guys and stated that at a young age, she knew she wanted to be with an older man. Reagan never mentioned having a problem with our 2-year age gap relationship. It is very important to note that when my friends first met Reagan, Reagan had asked me to lie to them about her age. She even lied to me.
Reagan admitting she approached me in the relationship first and lied about
her
the
age.
Same.
Her claim that I used an escape room pass.
To even make one of these escape room passports, you needed to provide your own ID. Reagan supplied this establishment a fake ID in order to raise her own age.
To lie to my friends about her age is entirely false. She was the one who forged her own passport with her own fake ID, and I had told her to go outside and not participate in the escape room as it was 18 and over. Reagan decided to lie to join the escape room. Reagan had never used this to prove anyone about her age, contrary to her claims. Pat, or the Smith Plays, had stated in his response that I had been hiding why I went to my cousin's, but this
I like how everyone's calling their video my response now. Like, everyone is calling it my response. To be fair, when I called my video my response, I did copy PewDiePie. Because PewDiePie titled a video called My Response. So I was just like, yeah, I'll just steal that.
Not true. I did go to my cousin's, but I also did see Reagan as well. Reagan also claims that I lured her in with gifts, which is
Why is an escape room 18 plus? Usually because of like legal standing or whatever. It's like something could happen, and if there's a child, there's a higher chance that they do something stupid, and then there's like a lawsuit for like injury or something.
entirely false. She was the one begging to come to the house and see me.
And some of them as well have like gore and stuff like that. Like I've done mini golf before where you have to be 18 to play because they've got like dildos and stuff just like on the course.
As all her gifts were requests that I had purchased for her since we were in a relationship. In Reagan's Google document, she lied about me forcing kinks onto her. Reagan requested to be called by these kinks. She fantasized
Daddy, can I text Dada something on iMessage? I need all of these, Dada. Okay, Dada.
about being a little and calling me daddy. These were all her own personal kinks that she wanted me to participate in. Reagan also stated how she blamed me for her lack of education, which is false. The evidence shows that she bought marijuana underage to skip school, which is a situation that I had no involvement in as I was not even in the country. Another important thing to mention is that Reagan was an obsessive fan of mine.
Pyro isn't allowed to comment on kinks, so we shall swiftly move on. That is exactly why I did not say a thing, bro. Exactly why. I know when to keep my mouth shut.
She fetishized me before I even knew who she was. I never used my influence to engage with her. She was the first person to message me and enact any sort of a relationship. The claim that she was not interested in doing intimate things with me and felt repulsed while we were in a consensual public relationship is just completely false. Reagan was the one begging me for intimacy, even when I had told her that I wanted to wait, and begging
Why is sex so ducking important to me? When I sent you a direct message.
me for intimacy, even
This is like baby reindeer stuff like sent from my iPhone.
when I had told her that I wanted to wait and not rush it.
Isn't forging a passport felony punishable by 15 years? It was like a joke passport. Anyway, this could have been avoided if both parties minted their DAP. Also, this is very true. Thank you
As
for
we
the
were
fight.
so young. I would like to apologize to anybody that has been affected by this situation in a negative manner. Specifically, I would like to formally apologize to Pat, or the Smith Plays, and everyone involved at the Z House where Reagan made me lie about her age to you. There was never any sexual assault, sexual abuse, or rape that happened during this time. I'd also like to apologize to Merc Music and Corinna, as I was not talking about them being
Jesus, Merc Music is that's a throwback. I remember when everyone gave Merc, is it Merc or Mark? I'm not sure. But everyone gave that guy so much shit because he was like married to his wife and he was like taking time away from YouTube to be with his wife. I forget all the details, but there was like a woman involved in his life and people just hated him for that.
being minors, but them being engaged since the message Reagan had used was taken out of context. However, I would like to state, Pat, that I did send you a message privately on your Twitter before you made this statement public, in which you saw, but you chose not to respond and hear my side of events and Reagan's roommate's side of events. You not wanting to hear anything I had to say and painting my ex-girlfriend in a benevolent light.
His wife cut all his friends off. I heard something like that. I don't know. I just remember him getting a lot of backlash online.
When there's evidence of her clearly being a pedophile was a direct
Reagan in these documents confirms she's targeting a minor that is 17 with confirmation of them having sexual intercourse. She also confirms she's using me for my money and still loves a minor over an adult. Yeah, again, like I read these earlier. You don't need to reuse these. I've read all this.
Punch to my gut after calling
Thank you, Julia. Several people already said it, but I agree. Why didn't he just block her from the start? Both are gross.
you
Game time, ball game. Yeah, I kind of want to stop looking at drama, I'll be honest.
my best friend for many years. You had said you had looked at all the evidence, but conveniently skipped out on how Reagan is a definitive pedophile proven by her own diary and words. I don't want to hear about a lack of trust where nothing bad happened when you did not
This
listen
is
to
literally self-report. He knew the girl was underaged, yet, he still went with it. It doesn't matter if she begged him for a relationship, he took advantage of that.
Yeah, I think it's a situation where like both people have done bad. It's not a clean-cut situation at all.
Noah's ex-wife Martina about Noah's scandalous behavior in 2021, which did not allow for a third Z house to happen.
Wait, someone said I'm being roasted for the new video I put out. Did I say a name wrong again? Did I say a name wrong again? There's no way... Oh my god, I did it again. There's no way he didn't watch a single video of Tyler and mispronounce her name over and over again. Bro did not call her Marseilla. The Marseilla situation is unbelievable. Marseille... Have I done it again? Have I said a name wrong again? I can't keep doing this, bro. I can't keep doing this. I cannot keep doing this. How do I keep saying... Do I actually have dyslexia? Do I need to get checked for it? I'm not doing a bit. Do I actually need to get checked for dyslexia? This is like the 7th time that I've mispronounced someone's name. Bro. I actually need to get tested, man. Like there is no way that I'm that stupid. There is no way that I'm that stupid. How do I keep getting the names wrong? Like, it's gotten so bad now that people think I'm actually clip farming. They think I'm like playing into the bit.
Noah invited all of us to Texas in September 2021 for a third Z house, yet nothing was ever filmed because Noah...
Thank you, Clownman, for the 6. I know I said it'd be my last dono, but to the guy who keeps asking super chatters for your wife back, I hope you get her from Lost Property. Thank you, Alex, for the 6 months. I'm an American. I've been watching from the start when you made that video bullying the Pokemon Go kid. Jesus, that's a throwback. Thank you for the 6 months, man. Appreciate it.
On Martina in 2021 at EDC, and you and JC were utterly supportive of him in Texas, even inviting him to cry at our own Airbnb without my consent. It boggles my mind that you would be supportive of a man who blatantly cheated on his wife for fun, yet would not share the same sentiment to me when I was obviously in an abusive...
Noah cheated on Martina with Fusely at EDC in 2021, which is why there was never a third Z house in Texas. Martina, I'm sorry. I'm the only one who ever decided to listen to you.
Metros booming, metros booming, metros booming, metros booming, metros booming, metros booming, metros booming.
Thank you, Lico, for the 10. I'm gonna make a pinned comment on that Tyler 1 video saying I'm actually gonna make a pinned comment. Thank you, Danny, for joining. I'm gonna make a pinned comment just saying Metro's booming. Martina, I'm sorry. I'm the only one who decided to listen to you about not trusting Noah. Enjoy the 2 houses you got from him after the divorce.
Relationship that I could not escape from. JC and Noah are not exempt from this either. I had moved to the same apartment complex as JC in 2022 and even shared about my abuse with him, and he did absolutely nothing and actively avoided me. This is why you unfollowed me on Twitter 2 years ago. Noah had also said he would visit me, but never came to my place once. JC, you couldn't even spend 10 minutes to sign a recommendation letter for my visa after all we've done together over the years. If you want to trust my ex-girlfriend so much, here's a post Reagan made about seeing you cheat on Emmy with her sister Kate at Coachella. Everybody in our group saw your inexcusable actions and were utterly shocked that you would be sensually touched.
JC, checking your sister. When I was at Coachella with them, JC was all over your sister and touching her really sensually. Everyone in the group thought it was weird, and when we all gave JC, that's not your girlfriend, he would say, it's my girlfriend's sister. God, this is like the most messy drama imaginable, man.
Touching your girlfriend's sister in front of all of us while Emmy was not there. I don't think PlayStation Studios wants to associate with a cheater
I'm a junior game designer. What?
Who defends pedophiles such as my ex-girlfriend Reagan. I guess it makes sense considering Noah also invites pedophiles to his
Why does this guy always turn up at everything? Also, how old is that video though? Noah House DJ set. How old is that video? Is that before that could be before the allegations?
Defends pedophiles such as my ex-girlfriend Reagan. I guess it makes sense.
Thank you, Awesome Flow, for the 4 months.
Considering Noah also invites pedophiles.
Noah, okay, let's see when this came out. Let's see when this came out if we can, because if this is before the mini lad allegations, I just don't really feel like it's got much weight to it. Noah House DJ set Future Factory. Noah House DJ set Future Factory. Is it on YouTube? Yeah, it looks like YouTube. Oh shit, it was 2023. When did Mini Lad's allegations come out again? And we have Cody. Oh my god, this is just awful timing. Jesus Christ. Where is he? Where is he? Oh, it's 18 minutes in. Let's see. It's 18 minutes, 54 seconds. Let's have a look. This might have been when the allegations first dropped. I'm not really sure. Where is he? Where's your boy? God, the strobes. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. That's... Jesus Christ. Where is he? Oh, there he is. There he is. Oh, yep. Looks like he's having the time of his life. Yep. Great. It really... Yeah, was that before or after the allegations, though?
To his own DJ sets. This is incredibly disingenuous of all of you and makes sense why each of you would side together and defend my pedophilic ex-girlfriend while never contacting.
Minilad was accused in 2020. Oh, really? Was it that? Oh, maybe it was. Yeah, because I remember when I dropped my response video, he dropped his, like, I swear, like 2 weeks after me. Like, because when he did his response, it was so soon after mine, and I kind of thought to myself, okay, you've probably seen my video and how well it was received, and you thought if you just said, like, if you did your own video, you'd be fine. And it just went awful for him. So yeah, I think it actually was that far back. So yeah, no, true. He was actually, like, there afterwards. Jesus.
Me
I noticed there was, like, an anti-aura around him, like no one actually wanted to be around him.
Once, and dropping me at the whim of a hat. Things have never been the same with me and any...
Did Cody Code do it or not? He just got accused of sleeping with Tana when she was, like, 17. When she was under 18. I think that's probably the better thing to say because I forget the age. Under 18. 17 or... Yeah, I think it was 17. But yeah, Cody hasn't responded to that at all. He's gone completely radio silent. He did like a DJ set since, and that was it.
Any of these original zombie YouTubers since this point in time, and I will never be working with them ever again. I will also not be apologizing to my abuser and harasser, Reagan McNulty, as I have finally escaped from you, and will never allow you to ever control me and degrade me again.
I'm fishing on Cruelty Squad whilst watching this. That is so base, bro. You have no idea.
That's the map I got groomed on! I fucking love Zetsubo! Let's go! Guys, imagine sliding in my DMs being like, I can help you with Zetsubo? I can't let him win. I can't do that until I get him. YouTuber reacted to both
Reagan getting upset that streamers are profiting off her grooming situation, but not
of
herself.
the docs earlier today. Oh gosh, which one? Hi, Bryce. Which one? I wish somebody would reach out to me and talk to me instead of being like, let me profit off this. A lot of people are making profit off my own fucking trauma, and it's pretty fucking lame. So funny, in the beginning of the diary,
Reagan's game plan to get away from me was to lie about her age and invade a 17-year-old's home and groom him and abuse him. Reagan admitted to me Lawrence had gone to a hospital for attempted suicide after she broke up with him. Reagan is a genuine threat and left a lasting physical scar on Lawrence's chest over his heart. A 17-year-old kid almost lost his entire life to this woman. I want to reiterate this all started because I went to Thailand and took a photo with a female tour guide, causing Reagan to cheat on me multiple times and with multiple minors, inviting them to my place. I have never once gone on a date or ever cheated on this woman once. Thank you, Gaster, for joining.
it's like me talking about Lex and I'm like so unhappy in our relationship. It's me being like, I'm miserable. I hate my life. I hate Lex. Lex sucks. And I would like, it's so funny. You read it and it's like my game plan to get away from Lex. It's another.
The main problem I have with this video is like, it hasn't helped educate me. I feel like Lex is posting this video on his channel. He's doing it on home turf. And there might be some fans that have no idea of this drama going on, right? So it's almost like what he should have done with this video is help lawmaster people and not just be like, she's bad, this is why, this is why. Like, there needs to be an explanation to what you've been accused of, their evidence, their reasoning, what the internet in general is saying about you, that discourse, and then also on top of that, bringing your own counterpoints. It's such a difficult video to follow. It's so difficult to follow.
What's another tag I could put? I should put groomed. Just kidding. I'm just trying to cope by making jokes, making jokes, guys.
You can't just put a bunch of information out there. It's useless. You need to format it properly and turn it into something you can use. I get it. Like, he's got loads of screenshots. He probably jumped the gun a little bit, but it's just, yeah, it's such a difficult video to follow. And I feel like 6 months from now, the big consensus is going to be MrTLexify is bad and his ex was bad. And that's it. That's probably what the conclusion is going to be. It's not a clear-cut situation.
Rizzler. Don't. But if you like Findom and if you want somebody to be like
Reagan admitting she is a dominant woman, meaning she's always been a predator towards anyone that she wants to date, including myself and Lawrence.
your dominatrix, I'm here for you. Clearly, everybody knows that I could be a dom, I guess.
I mean, this entire video is like having a situation happen and then words being used to make it the worst way possible. Like, femdom is now a predator.
Scarlett's
Reagan is really looking and sounding like a victim by making fun of people who are bringing up her own story.
Scarlett's a cocksucker. Cock muncher. How does it feel to be a cock muncher? How does it feel to be a fucking cock muncher, bitch? And have fun and have a good time and spread happiness and spread awareness. But now I'm gonna have to be like,
Lex is innocent. I've had half the chat say he's innocent and then half the chat say he's guilty, honestly.
the fucking poster.
Reagan, you're not a poster child of anything other than being a pedophile. You are not a child anymore. You're turning 24 this December.
child
Wake
for
up.
grooming and shit and assault, which doesn't bother me. But it doesn't bother me, but
Here are some brief points that were shared on Twitter that I would like to discuss. Occasionally, while Reagan and I were in different countries, we would send each other care packages, which included cards and gifts.
Reagan deleted this post after she realized she admitted she raped a minor by claiming the diary was hers and tried to falsify evidence.
However, the letters Reagan shows of mine are all typed and have been
Why can't we all just get along? So true.
forged by her to further defame my image. She
Both are aware of their situation. Both need to take accountability.
claims that my company name on the bottom of these letters was edited.tv, which is completely false. If you actually go to the website, the LLC name is Velvet Platform LLC and not edited.tv co. I also bookmarked controversial
Wait, what was that? Was it Fiverr?
not edited
Why is that on? Why is it Fiverr?
.tv co. I also bookmarked controversial tweets that I wanted to discuss with personal friends privately.
You won't catch no community notes on these. I later did like them publicly, but if you can believe what you want to believe, I can as well. What is this? Nothing to be proud of. Nothing to be proud of. Organic chicken. Just organic chicken. Oh, is this like an anti-gay tweet or something? I later did like them publicly, but if you can believe what you want to believe, I can as well.
Reagan had...
Okay, that one I don't really follow. That's like... So you don't believe in gay people? Nothing to be proud of. 32% of... 50% of homosexuals have problems with intestinal worms. What? Why? What? Bro, that's something I would share in the boys group chat as a bit. Jesus. Oh, man. Man. This is like...
Was wondering if your P.O. box is for real. If so, can we send you hair extensions or toupees to help you finally get a full head of hair? Kiss kiss sincerely, chat.
Thank you, that one guy, for the 10. Yeah, the P.O. box is real. You can send something. 1 in 5 homosexuals, 1 in 15 homosexuals is a pedophile. Oh, that... What the fuck? What the fuck? Someone send me this. I want to laugh at it. Nothing to be proud of. Jesus. That is something I would share in a group chat with friends to make fun of it. You know when something is that fucked, it's actually kind of funny. That is my kind of humor because of just how like disgusting it is. But the fact that he's actually acting like this is so... I later did like them, but if you could believe what I want, I believe that 1 in 15 homosexuals are pedophiles. I believe that 50% of homos have intestinal worms. Oh, God.
Reagan had...
That sucks. I'm disappointed in that. I really am.
Also said that the birth control was her wanting to buy it herself, contrary to her saying that I had forced her to purchase it. The text message of Reagan alleged...
Is it a bit? I feel like that... I feel like that's an Onion article or something.
Myself calling her my minoring is false, as proven by people finding the 5G symbol on the phone when this was not invented at the time of the screenshot. I could also not find any of this on my own phone. Reagan says that I bought her marijuana paraphernalia, which goes directly against my evidence of her friends purchasing this for her. Reagan had told me that I rehired Don, but she was the one who told me to rehire him. Also, Don was originally Noah's editor, so I'd appreciate it if people were to stop blaming me for somebody.
Lex is notoriously anti-LGBTQ in the zombies community. Oh, that sucks. I mean, I remember seeing like Tyler 1, like cleaning up after his wife, being like, guys, I love everyone. Like, I don't care if you're like green, blue, brown, whatever pronouns you go by, I don't care. Which is like based. Like that's the best take, just not caring.
Else's actions. And as a fun fact, Reagan, I also never weighed 250 pounds, and I have no clue how anyone could spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on OnlyFans.
You would not believe... There are Kumas out there that do that, guaranteed.
I don't even make that much money. I would also like to publicly clarify that I'm not using Christianity as an excuse for me using self-defense and messaging other women. Having attended Christian schools throughout my entire life and leaving only after high school to focus on my YouTube career, my return to Christianity was deeply personal and rooted from a challenging experience I had in 2022. At this time, with all the lies, extortion, and mental abuse I endured from my ex-girlfriend, which was also severely and negatively damaging my mental health, one night at the top of my old apartment building, the pain I was living in was too much, and which brought me to the brink of a very tragic and permanent decision. It was during this incredibly emotional time that I rediscovered my faith. I'd like to apologize to anyone that felt that I used Christianity to justify my past relationship and for any derogatory comments I may have made. The constant allegations that have been blindly...
So what was he saying there? He basically almost had like an experience that was like near suicide, and then him finding God like stopped him.
Thrown at me over the past few weeks have caused my family to have admitted me to the hospital for suicidal ideation, which is another factor as to why I'm uploading this late. I dealt with thousands of people telling me to kill myself and calling me a pedophile for a 2-year age gap relationship, and the constant humiliation from the entire world knowing my private relationship, which is exactly what my ex wanted from this. Having over 150 million people see my most private and degrading Snapchat conversation with her is genuinely one of the least hurtful things I've experienced from her consistent abuse. That Snapchat conversation's sole purpose was to show that
That's the one. That's the one that I saw. The one that everyone was like quote tweeting. And I mean, look at the amount of retweets. So many gimmick accounts quote tweeted that. And they were like, bro, if this were me, I'd kill myself.
I have nothing to hide, and that Reagan is confirming she is targeting a minor, being Lawrence. No qualified professional lawyers or police I have spoken to would identify the evidence against me provided by Reagan McNulty as...
It is funny though. Like, I know so many creators online that have such a good relationship with like God and Jesus and stuff. It's like Kai Cenat, who's the other one? Young Philly, UK creator as well. I think he put a post out today saying like, he's like, oh, I'm happy. Like I was brought up Christian. I was brought up in a Christian household. And I turned out completely normal. Definitely nothing wrong with me. Absolutely not. But I do find it interesting how so many people like, they become that like close to their religion that it is their drug, which I find really interesting. Like it is their main motivation.
Pedophilia, grooming, or abuse. She could not prove anything about her allegations, and if there ever was a real problem, I'm confused as to why she didn't contact the police. I first got the law involved in 2022 with an official police report in LA regarding a random stranger physically assaulting.
If you want to go for the 5, he's ignoring the fact he's getting disowned by his peers because he is a D-head. He told viewers to game end themselves. He's blacklisted by Treyarch. Is that all true, really?
Me because of Reagan verbally assaulting him. In 2023, I got a cease and desist and tried to keep this relationship drama private. I've also gotten multiple lawyers involved with different specialties in regards to this case with an official police report filed in Canada against her in 2024. Reagan has never once filed the police report even after all of these situations. She tormented me, extorted me, then publicly slandered and humiliated me. These aren't the actions of a victim, but of an abuser. Ask yourself genuinely, would an abuse victim retweet memes about their own abuse situation?
Reagan is currently celebrating in Vegas after defaming my entire career. She definitely looks like a real victim and not someone trying to take everything I have.
Why did so many of you...
This video was sent to my email about Reagan continuously blaming me for things I've never done. Reagan is so paranoid. Reagan is so paranoid of me after almost 2 years of not seeing me that she genuinely believes I have nothing better to do with my time other than harass her and buy her bot followers. Why would I want to support someone that has physically abused and harassed me consistently? This also doesn't make sense because she banned me from her own live streams, meaning I can't view them. Maybe Reagan, lay off the weed and you'll realize how much of that paranoia is in your head and not me, as I have and always have been trying to move on with my life ever since you cheated on me with multiple minors in your past.
Follow. Are you guys real? Is Lex bot following me again? Yeah, the last time I got bot followed, it was Lex. I never said it out loud, but I knew it was him because the day that I got the bot follows, he
Ugh. It's always so difficult to watch when like you have like when like an ex mentions someone on their stream. It's just always such a difficult watch.
texted my mom. He texted my mom and told her that he was getting threats on Twitter. Everybody knows that I could be a mean ass bitch, and if you like a mean ass bitch, I'm here for you.
Why has Reagan done this? Potentially for her new OnlyFans and Passes account, she has started to gain more financial income. It was my fault for forgiving her every time and letting her manipulate me, my family, and my friends. After I noticed what she was doing, I no longer felt comfortable seeing her or providing money, as can be seen in the text of my previous document. I'd like to formally apologize to everyone who was constantly telling me to leave this relationship with her, and I never listened to you. If these accusations have tainted your perception of me, I understand and wish you nothing but the best. As to the transit drama, what part of I do not condone Danny's actions said in that video proves that I am going to be supporting him? I've only ever wanted the best for...
Wait, why are we talking about the transit drama? By the way, if you don't know the transit drama, I literally uploaded a video on this today. It's this guy, Danny, who scammed all of his fans on a Patreon. that he was running, and he was charging like $500 a month as a Patreon tier. Why are we talking about this? This shouldn't even be in the video.
For anyone ever involved in any situation that I have ever been in. I'd like to conclude this video with a suicide hotline prevention number and a domestic violence / abuse hotline.
Slop crossover.
For anyone who has ever gone through or is going through a similar situation. I would
Lex defended Danny_0. Ah, right. Yeah, I mean, if he's covering all fronts, I guess that's the best place to put it right at the very end, because it really is the smallest accusation there. It's like, you know, compared to everything else, like endorsing a scammer is like the least heavy accusation. So, all right, yeah, I get that. I'd also
like to thank every single...
I like how it's all connected, though. It's like actually a Black Ops Easter egg.
...single individual who reached out privately to me during such a critical time. Your input mattered more than you could ever imagine. Reagan, you are a manipulative, liar, cheater, and abuser. You've not only extorted myself, but
Damn, he sounded like close to tears on that last take.
Also your own roommate. If you don't want to believe my story, that is your choice. No amount of evidence or anything I could show proof of will ever show the true extent of how badly this past relationship negatively affected my life. I do not understand how someone so vile could be trusted. I urge anyone who chooses to support Reagan McNulty.
I still find it incredible that he used that as the thumbnail. Because most people just use a picture of their own face looking at the camera.
Or pure softy in the long run to not also fall victim and make the same mistakes I did in forgiving and falling for all her lies and constant manipulation.
Is there going to be a meme at the end? It's going to be like a post-credits meme. God will... What was that? God will set me free. God will... give us justice. God will give me justice. God, that was a watch. Jesus Christ. My brain is drained after that.
My name is
Welcome back to SlopLive. Pyrolive is at it again. He has outdone himself this time, calling Tyler one girlfriend Marcela. This is just like when he said Metro's booming track with Kendrick Lamar.
I didn't mean to say it, okay? To be fair, the like ratio is really good, but that is like, this will be his fans watching the video. This will be his fans. Dude got 24 kills and dropped a fucking nuke. Okay, Black Ops 6 marketing has gone too far. Yeah, the comments are really good. I feel like the only way this will shift is if another YouTuber bigger than him makes a video on it, and they're negative. Their opinion is negative. And then, you know, all the hate brigading will start. Holy soy face from Andrew Tate.